What is up? My name is Douglas Nyback. This is DNA, which stands for Douglas Nyback Acting, which makes sense because I am Douglas Nyback, and this is the place you come to learn about acting. The wonderful Britt, her auditions for Severance, is a hugely unconventional, very, very, very cool tape. Full disclosure, I've seen like the first 20 seconds of this, but the rest of it I haven't seen. So I'm excited to jump in and I'm excited to talk about it. And I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of stuff in here that hopefully I'm going to be able to help you understand holistically and maybe implement into your own work, obviously without trying to copy hers. So I'm psyched to get into it. Let's go.
Who are you?
Okay, you may notice that she's on her bathroom floor, which is extremely cool, or also unsanitary. This is very clearly an unconventional tape in an industry that is increasingly welcoming of unconventional tapes. The whole idea of just stand in front of a wall, deliver your lines, talk good is being dismantled because casting has moved online, which means that we're all f***ing home alone doing all this stuff anyway, that we are creative beings, and I think actors are starting to desperately need more creativity in their audition process, which is how we get stuff like this. And it's something that I'm always trying to be aware of when I'm working with clients, getting the creative juices going right out of the gate. If you're only thinking about your auditions in conventional ways, you're not doing yourself any favors anymore.
Hello?
I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Hi there, you on the table? I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey.
Who is that?
5 questions. I know you're sleepy, but I just bet it will help you feel right as rain.
Okay, so do you see how deeply embodied she is? So many actors get caught up in just being the bobbing talking head, doing really, really good work from the neck up, but completely no longer existing from the neck down. Everything she's doing, she's stretching, she's coming to in this world that she has put herself in. She, in her audition, has put herself into a position where she is using her entire self to tell the story, and this is so, so important, especially in the modern world of performance, deeply embodied, rather than just brains floating on top of a disembodied meat sack. This is an extreme and incredible example of it, and we can very much take that away and apply it into our own work. Let's keep going.
Who's speaking? Hey! Open the door! Ooh.
So breath, her breathing is a huge part of this, another part of being deeply embodied, but actors often want to get into some kind of physical or emotional state, and we start trying to think ourselves into it rather than simply doing the thing. The body responds holistically so much more effectively to simply doing the thing. Engage in the behavior, and the feeling and emotion that is relevant will follow. Do, and you will feel, rather than trying to feel and then do. Everything she's doing is pointed to just making it happen, doing the thing. Camera's panning up. This means that she's probably not doing this in a fixed position, but somebody's tracking up with her. This is unique. If you're just alone in your room with an iPhone, this movement you can't do. But if you have somebody there on a tripod that can follow you up, you certainly can. So there are limitations. If you're alone with a reader on Zoom or something, you're limited to a fixed camera position. She is not, which is much to her benefit here. Now she's folding in the environment, which is cool. We're gonna watch her do that.
Once we've run the survey, shall we begin with question 1?
I'm taking your goddamn survey! Hey!
Again, so embodied, so getting up like she's coming out of some kind of sedation. It's super awkward. She's also folding herself in half because she knows where her frame is. Using the door as though it's a prop. There's a reason here in the room that I coach in, we painted the wall rather than having a cloth drape, because I like to be able to tactically engage with the backdrop. I like to be able to touch it. I like to be able to lean up against it. Simple thing, but where she set it in her bathroom, and she's using the world around her. Her back is to camera because f it, we ball. Why not? Actors so badly want to be perfect The pursuit of perfection blends us in with everybody else who is operating from that same insecure place of trying to be perfect. It just makes you like everybody else. She takes a huge swing here. She breaks all the rules and she stands out, which is the whole point of casting. And then she gets herself back into frame, which is excellent. But even this is a super unconventional choice. It's all just hair. It's hair and shoulder. Continuing this thing where she's just deeply, deeply, deeply embodied.
Hey.
Hello.
Now she's back to playing to her coverage, so we have access to her face. Again, pulling the leg across as though it's asleep, as though the sedation is still a part of her performance. She hasn't thrown out where she started, she's carrying it with her. Scenes in general should not feel like we're moving from this, now we're doing this, now we're doing this. It should feel like we're doing this, which we bring into this, which we bring into this. So by the time the scene is over, you're carrying with you everything that's happened, and it becomes so much more than what it was at the start. And this is something that, whether consciously or unconsciously, she is doing, and it's freaking masterful.
5 questions.
5 questions.
What do I get at the end?
Depends on your answers.
And she finds stillness, and she drops herself in, and she finds the camera. And basically she's saying, like, I know what to do in a fucking close-up.
Off we go. To start out, who are you?
What's the first question?
First name will do. It's okay.
At no point in the script does it say she closes her eyes, throws her hands up, shakes her head in a gesture of complete resignation and frustration, says, "F it, let's go," without verbally saying it. This is entirely the actor filling space and a reader who's being extremely generous with her as well.
If you can't answer the question, feel free to say unknown.
What is this?
Okay. Unknown. Question 2. In which U.S. state or territory were you born?
Wait.
Which state or territory, please?
I don't know.
Unknown.
I don't know.
Question 3. Please name any U.S. state or territory. First that comes to mind.
I don't know. Delaware.
And just when calm and stillness and resignation starts reaching a point of diminishing returns, she re-engages with this fucked up reality that she's in, and the panic once again starts to rise. We find these levels and layers, these emotional shifts and changes that keep us guessing as to what she's going to do next. But more importantly, she's constantly keeping the tension of the scene tight. Anytime we feel like we understand what she's going to do next, or the scene starts to feel comfortable, she snaps it back. Anytime we think that we're safe, she's changing her tactics, engaging with the reality in a different way. It's excellent.
What is...
Delaware. Question 4. What is Mr. Egan's favorite breakfast?
And that one makes no sense.
Right? Unknown. Question 5. And as a reminder, this is your final question. To the best of your memory, what is or was the color of your mother's eyes?
What the hell did you do to me?
Absolute dead stillness in this moment. So smart. As we watch like some profound, terrifying realization descend upon her. She gives us total access to it, and all of a sudden we as the audience are like, what is she doing? What is she thinking? What is she feeling?
Unknown. So that's unknown, unknown, Delaware, unknown, unknown. That's the perfect score.
Playing somebody walking towards her. This feels like a disembodied voice, but very clearly she's now playing that it's like somebody in the room with her. This is something that in a horror audition I would encourage an actor to do, to like play a scare, and she's done the exact same thing here. It's such a primal lizard brain response to being held captive, which her character believes she is. It's fascinating, and it's so smart, and it's so instinctive, and it's so reactive that it almost makes us jump and pushing against the door, using her environment to get herself further and further away from this person. It's so smart. Early on, she incorporated her environment and then she never stopped using it. Again, carrying everything from the beginning all the way through the audition and continuing to paint with the colors that you came in with as the spectrum expands. Oh man, I'm sad that it's over. That was such a good audition. Okay, the 3 things that I would recommend you take from this to start thinking of incorporating into your own work are: 1, use your physical environment. Whatever it is, whether all you have is a chair or the backdrop that's hanging there, the wall, don't be afraid to set things in your house, to use the space that the frame allows you to have. Whatever the camera's pointed at, that's yours to interact with. Do so as you please. Which leads me to number 2, unconventional choices. In this instance, she filmed it in her bathroom. Right out of the gate, if you think about it, they're gonna see hundreds of tapes for this. Probably she's the only person that filmed it in this location. Is that the thing that booked her? No. Is it going to cause casting and the creatives to be like, this is something I haven't seen yet? Yes, of course it is. The job is not to blend in. Her willingness to take a big swing, create an unconventional performance. To have like a decent chunk of that audition was just her legs kicking a door. These are all extremely unconventional choices. And there is no way around it. It sets her apart. Now, if she had done all that and she was bad at it, then probably it's not great. If you make a bold choice like that, you need to be able to back it. If you're not following the thread of creativity, then what are we even doing here? And the third thing, taking everything that you create in the beginning of an audition, bringing it with you as the scene progresses and expanding upon it, adding to it, rather than starting with one thing, moving on to the other and moving on to the other. This happens, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens, until we have this whole thing that is captivating and fascinating and is still everything it began as, and somehow so much more. To me, that's probably the most impressive part of this audition. What an incredible lesson. What an incredible audition. If you found this helpful, please click like and subscribe. I do more of these. There's a bunch more of them on the channel. They'll be in some of the windows up here. Really, really appreciate you being here. Hope this was of service to you today. Y'all wonderful actors, go be people.